Somebody's going to start it. Is it true?
It's a long time. I know. When do you actually start? The YouTube video.
We have to actually officially kick off our Board of Selectmen meeting. So welcome to the Board of Selectmen meeting of April 20th, 2011. This is our regular meeting of the month. And we are happily having the meeting here at the old Academy building. We thought it'd be really fitting to have this meeting at a special historic treasure of our town. And if I don't mind, before I turn it over to my colleagues, Jim and Sherry, first we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So, if Jack, do we have a flag in the corner here? So, if you don't mind.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So thank you. So I'm going to turn it over to Jim and Sherry, but before I do, I just want to, some of you have met and know my wife Liz, but Liz and Diana and Evan are here, so just wanted to introduce them. It is a fact that when I started my political career, my wife and I had some long discussions, and when she finally said, okay, I guess it's okay, you can do this, I would not have been able to do the kind of effort that I did year in, year out without the support of the family. And there were a lot of evenings, as you know, that I did things around our town pretty regularly, and it was hard sometimes, but we're still standing, and we made it through 12, almost 12 incredible years of work for and on behalf of the town. So this town has been great to us, and we're going to be here for a long time to come. And with that said,
I just want to thank Ken for all the time and hard work he's put into this job, and I can't say I'm really looking forward to doing this. But I'm going to until Jim agrees on something.
it's all informal.
And then, I also want to say...
I'd pick out some new carpeting.
Oh! Okay.
Chair.
Well, anyway, I also would like to say, every time we have a meeting, Board of Finance meeting, or budget hearings, somebody always says something about Ken's family, and they're not usually at budget hearings, fortunately for them. So I just want to say that we all really do appreciate and understand what's involved with time, commitment, and how often you have been without your husband and father, and we do really appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. And just thank you again.
I'd like to echo Sherry's thoughts in a way, and thank Ken's family. The amount of time that he had to be away from his family. He was a pretty hands-on guy throughout his entire tenure, and that involved some 80-hour weeks very often, with the amount of meetings you have to go to, not only doing his 8:30 to 4:30 or 6, but then picking it up again after dinner and going till midnight many nights. So the amount of work it is to be the first selectman is it's unbelievable in this town the way that job has become. It's a full hands-on job. You need to be there at all of the Board of Ed meetings, Board of Finance meetings, RTM meetings, some of the other commission meetings. So it is truly a great effort that someone needs to put in that job, and Ken has been there and has done that hard work, and he deserves the town's gratitude for that. I mean, he's been on the Board of Selectmen now for 16 years, and Sherry and I talked about it a little bit after the last Board of Selectmen meeting and realized that this would be Ken's last Board of Selectmen meeting after 16 years.
so we're going to change my mind in the next week.
Okay by me.
No, it's just a test.
So I'd like to really thank first Ken's family, and then secondly Ken. You've done a great job in regards to the amount of time you put in and the great things you've done for the town. So thank you.
Thank you. The only other quick things I'd just like to say, and really this was meant for this, really for our employees to kind of have a little time. We always do coffee and when people retire, farewells and all that, but number one, those who helped on the party, Jen and Lauren and Nancy and Dolores, and I know there's somebody else who brought stuff here that I'm missing. And Chris, it's Chris here, and Chrissy, who helped set this up as usual. I thank them. We've had a great office, we will have a great office, but we also have a great workforce. And I know when I say that, I know most of you know I mean that, but I don't know how much you know that you've made a difference. A lot of the times when we've had situations, whichever department it is, and as you know, I'm not hands-on sometimes, and I bug people sometimes, and I ask them tough questions, and I complain like, we all do sometimes. But the truth is, this is the finest workforce I've ever seen in government. I've been involved in 4 governments over the years, and what we have in our town, I wish that the 59,500 citizens of our town could see you close up, besides coming in to get a beach sticker or a library book or whatever it may be, could really see the quality of the employees and the managers in this town. It's a phenomenal place, and many of you have made it your lives, even many of you longer than myself. I'm not even going to count the years, Chief. And it's a testament to the town of Fairfield. This community has this tradition of attracting really great people to the workforce and to the Board of Selectmen. And just you look at our boards. And the last thing I was going to say before I kind of go over and hug my family is that this board in particular has been a really hard, bittersweet one. We have worked unbelievably well together, but it's really been bittersweet because we lost 2 colleagues along the way that we both loved and cherished in a lot of different ways. And I think I can't leave a moment to go without remembering that this election cycle started with Denise DeGello, Ralph Foley, and myself, and here I am a few months before the next election cycle, starting a new chapter. And as much as Sherry and Jim are wonderful, tremendous selectmen, I know they both, would have wished that Ralph and Denise could have been here with us, as part of this, and their memories are here. And with that said, before I start getting a little teary-eyed, eat some food. So.
What's the story?